Heidi, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Tristan Went, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. And today I'm joined with Hank. Hank is a patient coming all the way down from Alberta, Canada. Hank has been getting adjusted twice a day for the 3 days. He started on Wednesday, got 2 on Wednesday, 2 on Thursday, and this is visit number 2 for Friday. So 6 of 6 here. Mr. Hank, I want you to talk just a little bit here about your experience at Advanced Chiropractic Relief this week, and really just kind of compare it to chiropractic or any other treatments that you've had in the past, and if it's any different, the same, and how you're feeling after all the things that we've done this week.
Well, different is an understatement. I have to say that. I never dreamed that this would all go like this. The first few sessions were extremely painful, I have to say, but they say no pain, no gain.
Absolutely.
I had more than gain on this whole thing. Totally amazing, just totally amazing, the difference. My pain is gone at the moment for the past few days already. I hope and pray that that continues.
Absolutely.
But I do anticipate having to have further treatments from time to time, and otherwise.
So we call those tune-up adjustments.
Right,
Yeah.
Tune-up adjustments. And otherwise, I have no words for it. It's just totally amazing. 10 to 12 years of pain, pretty much every day. Very few days where I could say that there was no pain at all. It's gone, everything.
And you're still
Amazing.
dealing with a little bit of the soreness, right?
Yes.
A little bit of soreness in the right shoulder, a little bit of soreness in the hips, but we're making a lot of changes over a very short period of time. So getting 2 adjustments done, especially the decompression adjustments, are a lot for your spine. And you see those changes not only visually, but you're feeling those changes as well.
Oh,
And so when those muscles are working slightly differently after all these adjustments, you are going to experience some of that soreness. But we've also given Hank a lot of tools to take back to Canada with him. I got some fancy tools back here already that we've been using throughout the week. We've been going through some
High-tech.
high-tech PVC pipe here. Hey, but it gets the job done, doesn't it? Doesn't have to be all these expensive gadgets that you see on YouTube or on the internet. So we've been going through like some different passive ranges of motion for his shoulder because he does have some pretty reduced range of motion in the right shoulder. I've also been showing him some cervical extension exercises, something with a cushion like this or with a towel around rolled up and kind of bundled up. You can put this at the base of that neck and then hang off the edge of a bed or a couch and then let gravity do the opposite of what it does to us all day long when we're in that forward flex position. So again, that spine is like clay and we can mold it over time with the right decisions and habits that we create in our life. So that's why we've given you all those tools to take back to Canada to help yourself out and to keep on this health journey that we've started you on this week. Because again, this is a health journey that we're on together through this, all right? And again, I've already given you guys a lot of information, but if y'all ever have questions, you know you can always reach out to me and ask those questions and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible, all right?
Yes.
So let's show them how we did that. If you close your eyes here, Mr. Hank, I want you to bend your head all the way forward. Good, and all the way backwards. And back to neutral for me. Good. And I know you can see this in the video already. That forward head posture is almost completely gone. The ear is about halfway back to this shoulder, which is exactly where we want it to be. So the cervical extension exercise that I showed you is going to be what I want you to do for this forward head posture. But I mean, we have got even spacing on either side, level shoulders here, no rotation in the shoulders either, no rotation in the pelvis. You're looking really good, my friend. We're going to give you one more ring dinger to send you back to Canada the right way. Sometimes you go,
Yay for the ring dinger.
told him we'd send him back with a home run here, since we're in the bottom of the ninth. Huh?
Right.
Hank's already making plans to come back and see us this fall. Maybe bring a friend or a family member with you too, huh? Or maybe that chiropractor.
Oh, it could be.
Pin your pelvis in here again, Mr. Hank. These hips sore at all too from where these pins have been contacting? Yeah. That's really one of the worst parts of the entire week is getting some bruising there on this side.
The right one,
not
that
necessarily
one's,
bruising, but it's just
from
from there. So have you stay nice
They
and
wedge
flat.
you in here pretty bad.
So have you stay nice and flat here for me. I don't want you to twist that spine. And again, we're creating that stabilization point. Good. So I'm stabilizing both iliums on the top of that iliac crest right there.
Is it as tight as it was?
Is it not as tight as
I don't
this
know.
afternoon?
I don't know.
Don't worry, we can always go tighter.
I'm just wondering. Unless I'm getting used to it.
Maybe you're squeezing some of that weight out of you, huh? There's our weight loss reduction program right here.
I think this is it.
Better now?
Even though yeah.
Well, being in there tighter is better because again, we don't want you to slip through there. What I'm doing is I'm creating a fulcrum right here by pinning in your pelvis, really nailing down a chain, and then we're taking that chain to tension and lengthening it with a high velocity, low amplitude thrust. So I can take a nice deep breath in through that nose. And it's just a reminder, keep those teeth together for me and wiggle your left big toe. Good. Look at that, didn't hurt me a bit.
Nice guy.
Nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Why don't you take
I
a
have
couple
to
deep
say that
breaths.
was a very hard thrust, but it was one of the better ones.
Yes, sir. You felt that all the way down, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
They've gotten deeper every time you've come in here, huh?
The pain gets less.
Yes, sir. So by the time you come in here in November, or whenever you come back in the fall, it won't be nearly as bad as these first 6 that you've been receiving. And not that it's necessarily bad, it's just different, you know? You get your body and your spine. I'm having you drop all this weight here for me. And if you look to your left here, good. I'm not gonna fight you on
Did
that.
that one? No, it didn't
We got
go
all
so
that
well,
this.
did it?
We got all that this morning. Remember? Good. I know you felt that one. You got all the upper right this morning, huh?
Yeah, the one didn't go so good, did it?
Not this afternoon, but it doesn't always need to, you know. Oh, that's the wrong way there. Man, pressing the down button, she's going up.
Well, I feel more on top this time.
So again, the cervical retraction exercise too is what's going to help that upper thoracic region. Because when that head is forward in gravity, and like I've told you 100 times here, that increases all that stress in that upper thoracic region as well. So sit up here with me. Good. All right. So we're going to face down on the BioPhysics table now. I want to give a shout out to your son too, because you said your son is the one who referred you down here, right?
He was the instigator of all this. He says, Dad, you have to go there.
We've got
This
a
was, I forget, 1 a year or 2 ago. We finally made it.
We've got a gift for you and your son to take back to Canada for him. Thank him for sending you down here. Does that tighten up at all in that low back?
A little bit, not bad.
Just a touch, huh?
It actually feels good.
Good. More so feels like a stretch now than any sort of tension. Good.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna start on that right SI joint here this afternoon. I tightened my table up here. He must have had a Whataburger before he came in.
Water, yeah, that's all.
Excuse me, what a burger. I'm the
Yeah.
the Texan in me wants to say Whataburger, but it's spelled Whataburger. I know there's gonna be a lot of debates in the comment now. Tighten that piece just a bit. Perfect. Yes, sir. Two more here, Mr. Hank. Good. Last one. Good. Those legs are exactly even still, and they stay even when I bring them up. Does that tighten up at all in that low back of pelvis? Good. And again, remember that functional leg length we talked about at the beginning of this week? You've been even now on both of your last visits in here.
Yeah.
So that tells me that that was a functional shortness, not an anatomical shortness. Nice deep breath in for me here. And blow it all the way out. Good. Good. Noisy all the way up this afternoon. All right. I'm gonna be scoot down just a touch for me. Get those shoulders off those hips. Perfect. One more here. Good. Face up for me now, please, Mr. Hank.
That last one.
So that's where, again, that upper thoracic region right there, that's where you're taking a lot of stress, and you don't even realize it before you came into this office, but you're taking a lot of stress in that upper thoracic region just from that forward head posture that you're dealing with. So I'm
Now
telling
you're
you
trying
that
to undo that.
now we're trying to undo that. Those years and years of the 10 to 12 years of pain you've been describing. We're making a lot of changes here in just a 3-day period. So it's, I know it can be a lot for you, but that's why we give you all those tools and all the icing instructions, staying hydrated. Those all play a role in how long the soreness sticks around.
They call this the facelift, right?
This is the natural facelift.
It actually feels nice.
One of your favorite ones, huh? So have you bring this right shoulder out for me here. So with Mr. Hank's right shoulder, I've been taking a little bit of extra care this week, going one shoulder at a time, because again, he's got some pretty reduced range of motion on the right hand side. Good. I know you felt. Did you feel that movement this afternoon?
No.
No?
No.
I know. I can feel it underneath my hand right there. I know you don't hear the loud pops and clicks. Good. So you can relax that hand right there now. So, Miss Shiloh, I'm actually gonna get on your side this time. This is one of the only times I actually get over here on this opposite hand side because we can actually do both at the same time.
Oh, yeah, you
But-
did it a couple
Mhm.
times, that's right.
But I want to be able to support a little bit more of this weight so you're not just hanging out and stressing out a lot of those joints and tendons right here. Good. And I'm also able to apply a little bit of distraction to your arm. So I'm actually pulling a little bit, which gaps that joint a little bit. So then when I'm applying some force in there, it makes that adjustment a lot easier too. So. Last time I'll have you go arms up to the side just so I can get these anterior ribs before we quit through.
Yeah, this is okay.
Yeah, double meat this afternoon, didn't you? Gotta turn the tension on the table a little higher. Good. Have you relaxed those hands here now? Perfect. Now I'm gonna decompress you from the lower end, Mr. Hank.
Yeah.
Keep those teeth together so you don't bite that tongue. Oh yeah. Felt that one all the way up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I've been pulling your leg all week, haven't I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Not in a nice way.
We've been having lots of fun in the office this week.
This way, oops. I'm learning slowly.
You said you'd get it by the last one, and you're getting it here.
Close.
We're both figuring each other out, aren't we? Had a lot of great conversations this week with Mr. Hank. Not only about his spine and his health and what he can do to help himself out, but also just having fun in the office, because that's what it's about too. Good. There we go. I know you felt that one.
I did.
Double dinger on the shoulder today. You look up at the ceiling for me. Perfect. Elbows next. So is there anything you want to say to your son or any family members out there while we're on video?
Not when you're doing this.
Come on, this is the most fun part, at least for me.
Yeah, I know. No, just all the support I've had from everybody, friends and family alike. I don't know what more to say. Thank you to all.
This is my recommendation, is that they keep reminding you about all the homework I've given you this
And,
week.
well,
Make
yeah,
sure he's staying on top of all the
I need-
exercises I
need
gave
people
him.
to do that.
But you've already got a good accountability partner over there in the corner that you brought with
Well,
you.
our partner in crime on the farm business, he already warned me, now don't go and overdo it.
Yeah.
So
And we
that's-
talked about
that's
that
a
this
good
week
thing.
too. You want to keep up and keep moving, but again, we don't want you going to run a 5K or anything this week.
No.
All right, shoot you one more time, huh? Favorite gun? Get the glasses too, so Hank can see the posture changes already.
Mhm.
Have you take a half step to your left here for me? Good. So close those eyes one more time for me, Hank. Bend the head all the way forward. Good, and all the way backwards. Good, and then back to neutral. Man, look in the mirror now. You're standing tall like a military man. You can see that, can't you?
Yeah.
The head back up over our shoulders. You're looking good after the 6th and final visit here. I'm still gonna shoot you. Have you bend this head forward just a little bit?
This shooting is only allowed in Texas or what? That's what you told me, right?
Yes, sir. We love our guns here in Texas. So. And I know this doesn't look like it does much on the videos, but you can ask Mr. Hank here. It's a lot deeper when you come into the office and get it done yourself. Show him that homework you've been working on, the exercise. The shoulders up, all the way
Oh, yeah.
back.
Yes.
Good, chin
Like
straight
this.
back. So before we go into that extension position, so have you go back to neutral with the cervical spine first.
Mhm.
Keep those shoulders up and back.
Mhm.
And with this chin coming straight back to the wall behind you.
Mhm.
Good, cervical retraction, and now cervical extension, so look all the way back. Perfect. Good, now relax those shoulders. And then one more time, just bend that head all the way forward, and all the way backwards. On a swivel now. Should be a little looser that time. Have you put some WD-40 up there?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Hank. Well, I appreciate you trusting us and coming all the way down here to Houston to receive your spinal care and chiropractic care. I want to send you out after your 6th and final ring dinger the right way by ringing our ring dinger bell. I'm not going to forget
That's
this
right,
time.
we got her done.
That sounds like a good title too. We got her done this week.
Yay, family, I got her done. See, and grandkids. Hello, all.
Mr. Hank, can't thank you enough again. Looking forward so much to seeing y'all again if y'all come back for those tune-up
Yeah,
adjustments.
and thank you very much too for,
And
for the coaching and everything. It was-
Absolutely. I hope you feel like
Yeah.
this has been worth this trip coming down here because you guys are traveling over 2,000
it's-
miles
I
to get
just
down
feel,
here.
like I say, I can't describe the difference that I feel, so
Yep.
just hope it stays that way, or
So all
At
those
least
crack
part-
addicts need to just come in and experience it for themselves, don't
they
they?
do.
Yep.
They do.
It's
Thanks
not
a
like
lot.
what it looks like on video. So if you want to come see